Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Siti Nur Ashikin binti Azizan. My student number is 2020296106. In this video, I will be presenting to you about one of unique tourist attraction that you probably never heard before. So let's get started. In the UK, there is a garden that filled with a poisonous plant. It's called the Aluminic Garden. Let me show you what inside.
This place has over 100 plants that can make people all over the world lose their mind and sometimes die. This garden was made by the Duchess of Northumberland. She didn't want it to be just another garden, instead she wanted it to be a place where kids can go to learn about how dangerous drugs can be.
Here is the outline that I would like to present to you guys. Some background of the place, the reason why I'm selecting this place, the potential if the place as a tourism product, the tourism policy, and last but not least, the design standard. Now, let's move to the background. The Aluminic Garden is created by the Duchess of the Northumberland, and the Aluminic Garden is a delight, a modern garden combining a sculpture, water features, and a beautiful plant to create a wonderful family attraction. The garden features the largest collection of European plants in the UK and the largest Japanese cherry orchard in the world. Move to the history of the Aluminic Garden. The idea of the garden was sparked in 1996 by the Duchess of Northumberland, and in the 1997 to 1998, the garden designer Ritz International are commissioned to interpret the Duchess' vision for the design of the garden, and the construction work was begun in the year of 2000. In the 2001, the phase 1 of the garden is opened, that consists of garden cascade, rose garden, ornamental garden, and the woodland walk. In 2003, the phase 2 construction was begun, and it was opened to public in the year of 2005, which consists the tree house, the poison garden, the bamboo labyrinth, and the serpent garden. Next, let's move to the reason of selecting the place. The reason why I choose this place is, the garden is not just an ordinary garden. It is a very unique garden, which is a home for more than 100 toxic, intoxicating, and narcotic plants. Second is, the landscape design that have the most stunning modern garden, combining with the sculpture and water features. Reason number 3, it is an educational tourist attraction that's suitable for all stages of ages. And the reason number 4 is they provide the facilities and amenities such as a corporate center, gift shop, community program, and dining, such as tree house restaurant in the Aluminic Garden. Back to the outline number 3, which is the potential of the place as a tourism product. The first potential of the Aluminic Garden is they have a photograph spot. There is so many breathtaking scenery spots inside the garden that can be enjoyed by the visitor. Number 2, it has created a potential of an educational and awareness privilege about the plants and the dangers of the drugs. And the last is, they practice a sustainable and heritage tourism. In Aluminic Garden, there is a gardener who will preserve and take care of the plants for the future generation. Now, moving on to the tourism policy. The tourism policy of the Aluminic Garden is most focused on the environmental policy. In seeking to achieve this, the Aluminic Garden believes that its operation should be undertaken with minimal impact on both the local and global environment. Environmental consideration will therefore be integral to the garden corporate strategy and operational plan. Based on the above, the garden commits itself to the following. The first is, the garden will comply with all relevant environmental legislation and associated regulation. Second is, the garden will set environmental objective and performance target to strive to achieve them. The objective and target will be in the following area. Number 1, procurement. To ensure product and service utilized by the garden are environmentally sustainable. Number 2, visitor education to ensure effective communication on the garden commitment to the environment. Number 3 is the waste management to reduce the amount of waste produced and increase recycling initiative. Number 4, the pollution control,
specifically
reducing emission and discharge to air, water and land. Number 5, the energy management to meet or exceed governmental target to the reduction of the energy use. And number 6 is the water management to ensure the efficient use of water. The third policy is the garden will continually assess its operation to determine how it interacts with the environment. Action will be taken whenever possible to ensure that the environment is protected. Now, I will explain about the on-site policy. For the safety of the cats, only assistant dogs are allowed into the garden. Ball game, rollerblade, skateboard, or micro scooter are not permitted within the Ellenwick garden. They also strongly advise that do not bring pet as they do not allow pet within the Ellenwick garden. Pre-book upon entry is required. You can access the garden as soon as your booking is complete by present your booking reference number upon entry. Next is kids go free. Kids go free with a paying adult. 16 and under are required with adult with them to visit the garden. Carers go free. The tickets are unable to pre-book, so carers need to head to the ticket sales hall during arrival. The visitor who require special assistance are offered free admission for one accompanying carer when they pay the full adult concession or child price. They need to bring a relevant proof of entitlement such as access card with +1 symbol, a +1 travel card or letter from disability living allowance, as this will be asked for on arrival. The Ellenwick Garden offers a quiet hours every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. if they require a more relaxed experience. This can be pre-booked on the booking page. The Gardener World 241 ticket can be booked online. The tickets are non-transferable and non-refundable. You can avoid queue by pre-booking your visit. And last but not least, the paying for the parking will be via contactless payment only. Now, back to the design standard. Now, I will critique on the design standard of the Ellenwick Garden. The first is the visitor experience. There are opportunities for guided tours and educational programs. They also provide Lily Dore playground for kids and boarding service for the pets of the garden visitor. The second is the community-based tourism. The Ellenwick Garden provides community programs and activities such as a charity, drug education, roots and shoot, employability and enterprise, young gardener, and last but not least, elderberries. The third is they also designed the garden as the meeting, incentive, conference, and exhibition center. The Ellenwick Garden site for wedding and corporate events such as a treehouse wedding and pavilion wedding. The pavilion is an open and versatile space which lends itself as a great venue for all types of events throughout the year. Whether you are looking to host a meeting, conference, private dinner, Christmas party, summer BBQ or fundraiser, the pavilion will be provide the perfect setting. As for the conclusion, the Ellenwick Garden has the potential to be one of the famous tourist attractions worldwide because the Ellenwick Garden is the very unique where the only garden that preserves the poisonous plant in the world. It has potential to attract people around the world to learn about how dangerous drugs can be. As for my opinion, the Ellenwick Garden can be the most successful garden because they not only focus on the garden, but they also provide an educational program, business such as event space and a restaurant, and also the charity program. That's all from me. Thank you.